I guess I still got a lot to learn about you.
Same here. Like exactly what you're keeping me safe from.
Trust your kid to meet you halfway.
Trust is a new one for me, Phil.
What do you think about giving him a job at the firm? So you can still keep an eye on him.
It's true. I ran with the Hill Boys. Then you came along. You made me want to be a different man. Been hiding ever since. They know who you are now. That's why you're here. I need you close.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love Bel-Air, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now today, we're going to be talking about Bel-Air Season 3, Episode 3. This is the recap. Now, I'm going to try my best to focus on all the key points in this episode. If I miss anything, you guys let me know down below. And man, these 3 episodes, they've been real good. I mean, they left it off with the bang at the end, right? With LaMarcus. As I told you guys, we knew something major was going to happen with this character. And of course, a lot of people didn't know who it was, if it was LaMarcus or Jazz that was going to be in that hospital scene. Well, we know it's 100% LaMarcus, as I told you guys weeks ago. And we're going to see that hospital scene in next week's episode. I can't wait to see episode 4. You know what I'm saying? I cannot wait to see it because I need to see the aftermath. I mean, Hillary, I know she going through it. She was talking about she's about to tell LaMarcus the truth about the kiss with Jazz. I'm thinking like, hell nah, don't do that. Especially, right before his scrimmage. You don't want to do that. I don't think she gonna tell him at all. You know what I'm saying? I think if LaMarcus does recover, I would not be surprised if Hillary does not say anything. If she does, it's probably going to happen at the very end, like the last moment or whatever. And I know a lot of people was comparing the whole LaMarcus storyline, with them being engaged to the original show, with Hillary being engaged to Trevor. We know Trevor did not make it, right? So we don't know how they're going to end this story with their reimagined show. They're 2 different characters, but still, they both was engaged. So we got to wait and see how they're going to play it out. But in this episode, we had a lot of different things, from Frederick running his mouth, showing his true colors. Aunt Viv, hey, she confronted Erica. Erica, she cracked, and we knew that was going to happen. We had Jackie and Lisa going at it. I mean, it was crazy, right? And the whole street racing thing. I mean, this episode had some action in it, y'all. It had some good action, and it had some good drama. And I believe they did a great job with these first 3 episodes. I'm eager to see what's next. But let's get right into it. What did we see in episode 3, titled True Colors? Now, the episode starts out with Will and Carlton. They're working on their brand. They're trying to get their logo, prepared for the Black Cess brand. And they end up making the logo. This is what they're going to use. And, it's solid, right? They use the same crown that they have in the Bel-Air logo. So I found that very interesting. And then we get to Aunt Viv. We get to the drama. Now, she's trying to be sneaky. She's trying to ask Jeffrey about Erica and all that stuff because she believes something is up. Now, luckily, Uncle Phil came down and, she had to switch it up real quick. But you can tell that Jeffrey, he did not want anything to do with this. Now, Phil does see those flowers that Sharif sent. He sees that letter, and he knows it's basically directly to Aunt Viv. And he's like, man, this is for you, basically. And she told him, oh, I can tell him to get you some or whatever. And he understands, like, okay, you know what I'm saying? He flirting or whatever. And he kind of played it off like it was not that big of a deal. He did say that he heard all the females talking about the chef. Aunt Viv played it off like, look, I don't know what you're talking about, right? So we know eventually this is going to get bigger as the season continues to air out. We know Uncle Phil, he was like, man, those tacos wasn't even all that anyway. So we know he was a little salty. But at the end of the day, even though Uncle Phil was like in the doghouse, by the end of the episode, he's going through a lot. When it comes to Erica, we know she kissed him. The way he handled things, probably wasn't the best way. I mean, he could have told his wife the truth about what happened. But what's going to happen when Aunt Viv, how will she handle that pressure that, this Sharif character is putting on her? Because it's going to be your turn next. We're going to see how you deal with it. You guys let me know if y'all think Aunt Viv is going to crack under the pressure. Now, we get to Carlton, Jazz, and Will. Of course, Yolanda Porter, she comes in. She's running for city council. And she's talking about how Jazz in this, vinyl shop is one of the last Black businesses that's been here for, quite a bit. And Jazz, he's putting up a big fight to make sure that it stays open. And Will and Carlton, they want to make sure that they can help Jazz, keep the shop open. They're talking about going to that car event later on in the episode, and that way they can promote Black Cess, sell some merch, and help Jazz save this shop. Now, we get to Lisa. She's out there swimming at the country club trying to improve her times. And we know Viv has helped out with Lisa. She put in word to this coach to help Lisa as far as, improving her times for nationals. She wants to win. And the coach says, look, if you want to win, you got to put in that work. And Lisa says, look, that's exactly what I'm going to do. So Lisa ain't going to have a whole lot of time this summer to be kicking it like that. She got to be, more focused on swimming and winning nationals. Now, we get to Ashley, Hillary, and man, Ashley don't give a damn. She calling out everybody this season on they mess. Now, apparently, Ashley, she saw Jazz and Hillary kiss, and she's like, look, it's no way you getting married. You know what I'm saying? You not ready for real. And we know Hillary tells her, look, this stays between us. Don't say nothing. Now, Ashley tells her, well, you better tell your fiance then. So here go your girl Ashley, man. She on one. She calling everybody out. And hell, she is ready to tell if she got to. And she don't even like LaMarcus like that anyway. So she will let this secret out quickly if she got to. Now, we get to Lisa, we get to Aunt Viv. Of course, Lisa is thanking her for that coach or whatever. And Aunt Viv is helping everybody out, especially at this country club. We know she helped out Jackie. And speaking of Jackie, she popped up to the party talking about thank you and all that stuff. You gonna have to adopt me and all that. Then out of nowhere, we know Lisa tells her, well, you gonna have to get in line because goddaughter comes first. And Jackie tells her respect, you were here first. And then your girl Lisa tells her, well, I'm still here. So it was kind of awkward. And we know your girl Jackie said, you know what, let me get back to work. And Aunt Viv, she did not know the history between Jackie, Will, and Lisa, but she found out. She found out everything and she was like, man, so I done slipped up. I didn't know what the hell I was doing, but it is what it is. Now, Jeffrey, he is telling Phil, like, look, maybe you should start looking for your own client. He tells him about Omar Campbell and how he's looking for a legal team. He's going to have like some new, properties opening up. And he's basically trying to help Phil out, y'all, because he understands that Uncle Phil is going to have some issues with Erica and his wife. He already knows that, Aunt Viv is snooping around, wanting to know about Erica. And this could be bad for business. If something bad happens, Uncle Phil is not dependent on, Erica and her firm giving him business. So might as well start to look for your own clients right now because that whole thing with Erica is about to be out the window. So Jeffrey, he's preparing for the future. And this is why he tells him, like, look, think about it, right? And maybe it's time to untangle. So Jeffrey, hey, he looking out. Uncle Phil, you better get ready. Now, we get to Lisa, Jackie, and your boy Will. And I'm thinking like, man, I don't know what the hell Will is thinking. I understand he's trying to promote Black Cess or whatever. But to have Lisa and Jackie in you all working together, it's a bad move. You know what I'm saying? You don't have two girls you used to mess with around each other for real. And this is what Carlton was telling him. Like, dude, this is a bad idea. What the hell is you thinking? But Will, he doesn't think this is a big deal at all. And he thinks everything gonna be all right. And that Lisa, she's not really about, the drama and all that stuff. Well, you are wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because Lisa, she went the hell off at the end of the episode. Now, Phil tells Aunt Viv about, him looking for his own clients and not depending on Erica as much. And he thought she was going to be happy, you know what I'm saying? But she wasn't really that happy. All it's doing is making her believe that something is really going on, and it's going to make her basically dig deeper for the truth, what she ends up finding at the end of the episode from Erica. Damn. Now, we get to Ashley, and now we are seeing Ashley dive in as far as the whole music thing, showing her art, and she wrote, some rhymes. And of course, she's basically talking about her family on how they put on a front, but behind closed doors, it's a mess, right? Now, Ashley, she had all these lyrics in this notebook. I got a feeling this notebook is going to be found by somebody in the family, and they going to be pissed off. Now, Ashley does decide that she wants to start a band, so I definitely cannot wait to see how this is going to play out. We're going to see Ashley get into the music scene, just like the Ashley from the OG show did. Now, outside the Neiman Artistic Foundation, Cruz, she shows Viv this painting that someone has done, and they want to know who the artist is because it's great, right? And that's exactly what Cruz is going to do, but we know the artist was blocked because Hillary blocked her because she felt like she was doing entirely too much, blowing up her mom's phone, liking all her posts, and she wasn't feeling that. Now, we get to Jackie, Lisa, Will, and Carlton. They're downtown at that car event, and now it is time to sell some merch, get this money, promote, and that's exactly what they do. I mean, they killing it, right? We know Jackie was definitely putting in that work. And then we get to Ivy and Hillary tells her about the kiss with Jazz and all that stuff and how she wants to tell LaMarcus. And Ivy's like, look, you take that to the grave. You ain't about to mess up your life. You might as well ride this out as long as you can. Do not say anything. So it seems like Ivy, you know what I'm saying, she is trying to ride for Hillary. We know the two, they had like some issues before, but this season it does seem like she is looking out for Hillary's best interest, or at least she's just trying to make sure that Hillary does not slip up at all costs. But you never know what I'm saying? I still don't trust Ivy just based off those past seasons, but it is what it is. Now Jazz, he is, thinking about selling his car, and it's a classic, y'all. Y'all know deep down inside he don't want to sell this car at all. But those taxes, they killing him, and he need that money, and hey, he got to do what he got to do. Now, after that, we know your girl Amira, she pulls up in her Hellcat. This girl is a speed demon. She's about that life for real. Carlton, he's like, man, I can't believe you drive this, right? And they end up making out, whatever. I mean, these two, they just straight up toxic. Now, Lisa was talking about how she sold about, 12 shirts or whatever. She was real happy. And then Jackie popped up talking about, I sold 36. You know what I'm saying? Pre-sold 36 shirts. Had Lisa looking stupid. And then Will said, look, we need to hire her for marketing or whatever. So I know Lisa was in her feelings. And after Jackie and Will walked off together, we know Amira, she had some words. She said, look, that's kind of disrespectful, as far as what she's doing, all up on your boyfriend like that. And that's what Lisa tells her, like, well, that's not my boyfriend or whatever. Of course, Carlton has to ease the pain. You know what I'm saying? We know Amira said, well, if that's not your boyfriend, why you got that salty look on your face? So at the end of the day, Lisa knows what time it is. She knows that Jackie is pushing up on Will, and it's just a matter of time before Lisa snaps. Now, Uncle Phil takes Jeffrey's advice. He pops up on Omar Campbell. He wants to see how the business, project is going. Of course, Omar tells him it's kind of rough right now because they got people slowing them down. It's people that's out there vandalizing their bulldozer. I mean, I guess it's people that don't want him, having this business, right? And Uncle Phil's like, well, I can help you with that because he has all these different connections, but he's just out there to make sure this is the right fit for his profile. And that's where Omar tells him, well, if you want to help me out, I don't need nobody to need to be checking if this is the right fit for their profile. Now, we know the two are going to work together. I already talked about his character, weeks ago. I can't wait to see how it's all going to play out. Uncle Phil needs to go ahead and just do this because the thing with Erica and those clients, it's definitely about to slow down by the end of this episode. Now, we get to Frederick. He's out there turning up, y'all. He turning up, making bets, telling Will and Carlton the real party start later on tonight with those, illegal street races. I mean, this dude, he's really on one, and we know he's going to get into all types of trouble. Viv understands that the artist that made all these, paintings and stuff, the art, was the person that Hillary blocked earlier on in the episode. And of course, Cruz is like, man, so that's the stalker that, you was talking about. Well, it seems like she wants to still meet up with her, and she gets Cruz to set up a meeting. Most likely want to see that meeting in next week's episode. Now, Will is having a conversation with Jazz because we know Jazz, he's in his feelings. I mean, of course, he's having to sell his car. He's pissed off. He sees all the energy that Carlton and Will has. It reminds him of himself when he first, started the business. And, he's just going through it right now. And he's like, man, those shirts y'all selling, to be honest, I mean, y'all doing what y'all got to do, but that's not going to be enough. I'm going to need more than that. And y'all know Will, he's like, look, screw all this. We going to go ahead and just race. We going to get this money. It is time to bet. And they end up betting, $35K. The only thing is, if they lose, that means Jazz and Paula is gone. So they end up racing that Alonzo character for this bread. and it's like a midnight club, Fast and Furious type vibes going on. I mean, this race was crazy. Carlton was going to do it, but he was acting too shaky. So Will said, look, I'm going to do it. So they end up racing. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. This reminded me of Midnight Club LA. You know what I'm saying? And they took a wrong turn. It seemed like they was about to lose the race, but that wrong turn ended up helping them out. It was a shortcut, and then they end up winning. They beat that Alonzo character. I believe this same guy was in Snowfall. He took an L in that show, and of course he took an L in this show as well. Everybody is happy. Jazz is like, man, I got 35 racks. He keeps his Impala, and I'm pretty sure his Uncle Charlie will be proud of him right now for not giving up and finding a way to continue. Now, after Will wins the race, everybody is happy. They want to celebrate. Your girl Jackie comes out of nowhere talking about we can go to this spot, you know what I'm saying, and eat burgers, Philly style, even though the spot is closed, but she knows the person, and they said they'll keep it open for them. Now, once she says all this, Lisa, she snaps. She's like, look, are you really this helpful? Know what I'm saying? Calls her the B word. I mean, she's pissed off. She tells Will that she can't do this or whatever. This is why she did not want any labels, because Will does not know what he wants, and she ain't got time to be dealing with anything, you know, as far as Will and, of course, whatever he got going on with Jackie. So she's just through it, y'all. And Jackie, she ends up leaving. Your boy Will, he don't know what the hell he gonna do. And this is what Carlton was trying to prevent. This is why he told him, look, it ain't a good idea to be mingling up with both of these girls. It's going to end bad. And apparently your boy was right. Now, after that, it seems like Frederick has got himself into some trouble. Apparently, he owes some guy some money. I guess he shorted the dude the money or whatever, and he's trying to deny it. They're about to beat the boy down. Luckily, Will popped up and, you know, basically saved him, right? Now they're arguing, and out of nowhere, the boys, they pull up. So everybody gets to running, right? And they lucky the boys did pull up, because this whole scene was about to get real ugly. And your boy Frederick, he did short the guy on his money. He was laughing about it, whatever. Like, really? Like, you think this is funny, but I'm telling you, we all know if this was real life, Frederick probably would have got smoked out there. Now, Jeffrey pops up out of nowhere. He wants to know what happened. He's pissed off. Frederick lies, talking about it was a big crowd, you know, things got out of hand, and basically he came in and saved Will and Carlton. If he didn't, basically they would have got beat down, and this dude is just flat out lying. He can't be trusted. I mean, look, that dude he's an enemy, plain and simple. Frederick is an enemy, and he needs to be watched at all costs, because he's a liar, and to me, he's up to something. You guys, y'all let me know what y'all think about his character, and what y'all think would have really happened if this was real life. Now, Will, he meets up with Lisa the next day. He tells her, like, look, he don't want Jackie. He wants her. So guess what? They make this thing official. So they're officially together. Now we're going to see just how much Jackie has an influence over Will. Because if she continues to press him, it can really mess up everything he got going on with Lisa. You guys leave y'all predictions down below. Then we get to Aunt Viv, and she pops up on Erica, and she basically just calls her out. She knows that something is up. She can tell by the way that Erica's been moving. She's all nervous acting, you know what I'm saying? And Erica, they didn't show it on camera, but she cracked under the pressure, y'all. I mean, this girl, she was tweaking all episode long. I mean, hell, even the last episode, this girl, she can't hold it in at all, right? You would think something else would have happened, but no, Erica, she slipped up and she told everything. And y'all know Viv, she pissed off, and she's going to take her anger out on Uncle Phil. Now, Carlton and Will, they catch Frederick. He's in, you know, Uncle Phil's office going through files, talking about he got to take some stuff back to the firm and stuff. He can't be trusted. The dude in there snooping around. That's what I'm thinking. Now, they tell him, like, look, what you did was messed up, and we ain't really trying to be no snitch or whatever, but Jeffrey, he needs to know what you doing. Know what I'm saying? And we know Frederick, he kind of got upset and all that stuff, talking about Carlton, talking about Jeffrey helped raise him, you know, probably jealous for real. Next thing we know, Will checks him, tells him, we could have just let those dudes beat you up, you know what I'm saying? And you making sneaky phone calls and stuff. Like, what the hell is going on? And we don't need to know everything you doing, but Jeffrey does. So their loyalty is to Jeffrey, not Frederick, right? Now, Frederick is like, well, if Jeffrey needs to know what's going on, he needs to know it all. And how about I tell him about the whole, illegal street racing thing, right? So Frederick, he think he big and bad, y'all. This man needs to be watched at all costs, and he will continue to be a problem. Now, Will had me cracking up because Frederick did say if he's gonna know it or if he gotta tell it, he gotta tell it all on some Usher type stuff. And that's exactly what he said. I mean, it's crazy, man. This boy Frederick, hey, he may get dropped off, you know what I'm saying? Or somebody close to him gonna get hurt. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this Frederick character and what's gonna happen next. Now, Aunt Viv, she confronts Uncle Phil about his lies. He said he didn't want to tell her about the whole Erica thing because he did not want to add more stress to everything or whatever. Of course, she's pissed off. Like, so you lied and you told her to lie. They're going back and forth. He's talking about all the stress and, stuff that he's dealing with Carlton, the new job, her new job. Your boy Carlton is out in the hallway and all he probably heard was blame Carlton or whatever. And I'm pretty sure he was upset. So all that's going to do is add more stress on him. And man, y'all know he may mess around and relapse, but we gonna see. Now at the end of the episode, Hillary, I guess as I told you guys, she thought it was a good idea to tell LaMarcus the truth about that kiss at the scrimmage, which it was not in my opinion. Now your boy LaMarcus, he's playing, he takes a big hit. Now he gets up and then as he starts to walk off, he falls out. He's unconscious. So this is how the episode ends with Hillary concerned about him. Everybody's rushing to see what's wrong. It ain't looking too good. All we can do is hope and pray that things end well for LaMarcus and this does not end like things ended for Trevor in the original show. But we gonna find out. Man, it's crazy. I know Hillary was talking about the whole fairy tale and hoping that it would never end. But as of right now, that fairy tale does not look too good. And even if he survives, as I told you guys, do y'all honestly believe after all this that Hillary is going to really tell him about the kiss now? But at the end of the day, I can see that kiss thing being brought up at the end of the season, and then that can change everything. But we gonna see. But the whole thing with Aunt Viv and Erica and of course Uncle Phil, when she was in that room, when she told, Uncle Phil that she knows the truth, I ain't gonna lie to you guys. I thought she was about to go crazy on him. I thought she was about to throw that glass at him. I thought it was about to get real messy up in there. But trust me, Aunt Viv, she ain't done yet. And we gonna see if Aunt Viv crack within the next few episodes because she got people flirting with her. You know what I'm saying? So she gonna have to deal with some drama and mess herself. So I cannot wait to see how she's gonna behave compared to Uncle Phil. Now y'all leave y'all theories, predictions, leave it all down below. We're gonna continue to talk about Bel-Air season 3 very soon. Get ready for episode 4 and of course talk about the this season trailer that they dropped as well. Now I wanna thank you guys once again for all the love, all the support, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. But let me get up on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.